Okay, so today we're going to walk through our U.S. history stuff for third period. So you'll need to so you go teach and you have put the note up here. Class and the next assignment. So you how to do it. So in your game, and we'll say May 18th through the 22nd. Okay, that's this week. It'll be in your so in your folder it has assignment stuff. Will there be a new one, and it'll be called May through the instructions this week. There's a video for today. Please watch and do. I actually divided it just into two. So there's a Monday, Tuesday assignment and a Wednesday, Thursday assignment. It's just a little longer and easier if I divide them. The video that I'm recording right now to the civil rights movement. So we've kind of jumped forward in history a little bit, and in order to kind of figure out where we are, I needed to do a research, see what parts we kind of skipped around about. So, civil rights is the fight for equal rights, particularly for African Americans in America. Throughout all of this U.S. history that we've studied, we've seen that African Americans, Black people, have been horribly treated throughout many different parts. Right? They kind of up and down and up and down, and right, we're definitely at this part of history after World War II, really going down in how people are treating them. So here are instructions. Below are series of events from American history that impacted the civil rights. Civil meaning what rights you have, what laws apply to you of African Americans. Place the events in approximate and accurate chronological order, meaning try to put them in order. If they're not perfect, they're not perfect. Using the events and dates are populated in the timeline. You'll see this in a minute. So there's already some in timeline, kind of put yours in between. Annotate each event you place on the timeline by explaining just a little description of it and how it impacted the civil rights of African Americans. Okay? So, for example, right, you got some time stuff in here, right? So starting in 1620, when the American colonies were started by the British settlers. Sorry guys, my cats are having a fight in the closet next to me. Working from home. Woo! Okay, so starting here with American colonies founded. So the next thing, these don't always go order, but for example, hold on. So we did here with 1620 with the American colonies. Then got the American Revolution, right, when America split from Britain and became its own country. Then we have the Constitution. Then there'll be some stuff. Then we have this book. Now, if you get to an event, I don't know what it is, what do? Right, just Google it. So like Dog's Cabin. Maybe I don't know what that is. So I'm going to type and I'm going to put this. Right? And he really tell you something. Just find out what it is. It is about life among the lowly. It is an anti-slavery novel, so it's a book that was written against slavery, people who didn't like it, by an American author named Harriet Beecher Stowe, who is a white woman. It was published in 1850. Oh, yeah, okay, 1852-ish. Internet might be off on something. Right, is there? Then we go to the American Civil War. There's a lot of other things. Now, this is a section of time we're going to hop into, which is the 1950s. So take these events from the box and put them into the timeline. Enslaved Africans are brought to the United States. If you have no idea where that goes, what do you do? Oh, yeah, Google. Were enslaved Africans brought to America. So 1619. Let's go around here and look. in there, right? Enslaved Africans are brought to the United States. Now I have to dive a little bit. This leads to the institution. This leads to the invention of slavery, which lasts until a long time. Okay. Then you would go to another one, the Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, this one. When was the Emancipation? Oh, 63. Now look and see 83 about there. I'm gonna say the and I'm gonna say 1860 and right, and then I'm gonna describe it, learn about it. Right, the Emancipation Proclamation. Just tell you tiny research. I mean, Google. I usually take answers, right? President Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which said that as of the 1st of 1863, all slaves and states were engaged in the rebellion against the Union. There were be right. Go and read the Union because I'm really sure we split now. Yeah, this better, so it's fine. Emancipation Proclamation. Okay, and you just go and you go through each one. Okay, that's in your days because this is a little bit longer. Look at the history of how Africans treated over time. That way, when we start to get into how did they get more right and more freedom, that you kind of know the history to finish. Okay, so just so you know, this is the topic we're going to finish out the year. So the rest of the school year, we're going to work on this topic of civil rights because it is fascinating and it is probably one of the most important parts of U.S. history in my mind because our country has such a terrible history with between whites and blacks, and we're still working on it, obviously, and it's good for you as kids growing up in America now, and many of you as kids who are from other countries and who are not white, right, to know what these were, know the history, so that we know what still needs to be fixed or changed. Okay, team, it's don't have to put your time, don't freak out about it, right? Just quit.